I want to talk to Barack Obama, the man, the human being. You say like one of the things you miss is being anonymous. You have dreams, some of the most boring dreams in my opinion, about just walking through the streets
Right.
and nobody recognizing you.
Yeah.
Now, I do believe that you could do that if you did not roll with a squad. That's what I think your problem. You roll with the Secret Service. So I think if you went to like South Africa, if you walked around in parts of South Africa, no one would recognize you. I think if you walked around in parts of maybe Malaysia, some parts, because I've seen Barack Obama's in these other, like when I was in Bali, they have one of their ministers in government looks exactly like you. And I remember I got there, I was like, oh, why they got Barack on the wall? And they were like, no, that's not Barack. I think you could walk around in a lot of countries if you just left everybody behind.
You are,
I think that's what it is.
no, yeah. In all seriousness, I completely agree with you. There is a attractive nuisance to.
Yes.
There's a bustle, and suddenly people are with glasses and they're talking, and so immediately everybody, what's the commotion about? And then
Yes,
at that point,
exactly.
you are attached to it. Unfortunately, I don't have the option of getting rid of all those folks. Although I will say that when I'm on a bike, which Michelle and I have done sometimes, or even when we're walking, right, and the service is pretty far behind us, we can actually get away with taking a walk if there's not a big crowd.
I think Michelle is too famous though. You can get away with it.
Well, that's the point. Although what she says is, and I've quoted her on this, she can, tie up her hair, put on some sunglasses. With me, I'd have to have an operation on my ears in order to properly disguise myself. So if it's cold and I've got a hoodie or a ski cap, maybe I can. Maybe I can.
Maybe you can get away with it.
Exactly.
Do you spend a lot of your time online? Because it's not like you can go out much. It's not like you're at the mall. It's not.
No,
then how do you know so much about everything? Because you know a lot about like music. You're in touch. You know about what's happening. So if you're not online, do you have like a person who comes to tell you what's on Twitter?
Well, I spend enough time online to figure out what's going on. But for
Okay.
example, I read headlines. One of the benefits of being president, at least if you were doing your homework while you were president, is, usually most of the time when you look at a headline, you kind of figure out the context of it. You don't have to, if I read about the war between Azerbaijan and Armenia,
Yes.
I know the details of that. I know the players
Oh,
involved.
okay,
So,
yes,
so I
of
can
course.
skim it, right? When it comes to music, Sasha and Malia oftentimes are my eyes and ears, right? They'll pull in
okay,
what some of the
okay.
new tracks are. They're playing them in the house. I'll ask them
Who
what
have
this
they
is.
who have they
I
put
use
you on to?
I use Shazam, which
Right.
works
But
surprisingly
who have they put you
well.
on to now? Who's the latest artist they put you on to right now?
Let's see. Well, Sasha, she goes into the deep cuts. If she gets on SoundCloud, she pulls all kinds of stuff up. Some of it is what you'd expect. Bryce, the Bryson Tillers, the Lil Uzi Vert,
Okay.
the stuff that is, to be expected in her generation. The flip side, what's fun is it goes in the opposite direction too. So I had to explain to them about Joni Mitchell, and I play a few tracks, and they go, "Oh, okay." So they're learning some old cuts from their dad as well. They don't adopt any of my dancing styles, but some of my music they appreciate.